stop buying a 308 just because some guy in a camo hat on the internet told you it was a tack driver. Most people think that a shiny finish or a famous logo on the receiver is what gets the job done when the wind is howling and your fingers are numb, but that is a dangerous mistake. Look, the truth is that the mechanics do not care about your feelings or your bank account balance, and buying into the hype is how you end up with a failure in the field. I've seen too many shooters spend thousands on a rig only to have it choke because they did not understand how a bolt actually interacts with a chamber. Honestly, if you think you know which of these 5 rigs is the king of reliability, you are probably in for a reality check. We're cutting through the fluff and looking at the cold, hard steel that actually performs when it matters most. Moving on to a rig designed for the hunter who treats the mountain like a personal gym and needs a rifle that can actually keep up with the pace. The Browning X-Bolt 2-Speed is a serious piece of equipment that focuses on high-altitude performance. Looking at the mechanics, the standout feature here is the DLX adjustable trigger. This uses a specialized 3-lever design that provides a clean and crisp break with 0 creep and 0 overtravel. Technical precision is the name of the game here because the fluted sporter weight barrel is topped with a target crown to protect the rifling and ensure your 308 rounds fly true every single time you pull that trigger. It slings rounds downrange with a recoil impulse that feels like nothing more than a polite tap against your shoulder, thanks to the high-quality muzzle brake and the new Varatech stock that lets you customize the fit to your frame. Honestly, the deal breaker for some is going to be that 60-degree bolt throw. While it is undeniably fast for follow-up shots, it can feel a bit stiff and mechanical compared to the liquid smooth actions found on other rigs. I know the fanboys will hate this, but just because it has a famous name on the receiver does not mean it is magic. You still have to do your part behind the glass and put in the work at the range. I once saw a guy at a high-end camp who thought his gear would make up for 0 practice, and it was a total disaster. The street price is about $1,400. This is a solid rig for any mountain hunter, but wait until you see the absolute monster waiting for us at number 1, because it makes everything else on this list look like a total toy. Next, we move on to a gun considered the gold standard of accuracy, originating from the frigid Nordic region, and truly a sophisticated mechanical device. The Tikka T3x CTR, also known as the Compact Tactical Rifle, is a tool with surgical precision built for those who demand perfection in every shot without ostentation. Looking closely at the technical details, the most notable feature is the cold-forged barrel with a semi-heavy profile, providing the superb stability of a professional target shooting rifle without adding excessive weight like a thick steel tube weighing down your shoulders. Its bolt mechanism is legendary in the firearms industry, considered the smoothest on the planet today, thanks to its 2-latch system that minimizes friction during manual operation. This rifle consumes 308 rounds all day long and maintains incredible accuracy that many other expensive custom guns can only dream of. However, there's one weakness that I consider a deal breaker: the original stock. While it works well, accidental bumps produce a hollow, drum-like sound, significantly diminishing the sense of premium quality during quiet hunting trips. I witnessed a shooter at last summer's tournament using this original stock, and he beat numerous opponents with setups worth 3 times the price. The damage to your wallet is approximately $1,000. Coming in at 3rd place is a name striving to reclaim its leading position in the American hunting rifle world, the Remington Alpha 1. This is a significant step forward, dispelling old stereotypes and delivering a modern mechanical experience with extremely low tolerances that will impress any mechanic. Delving into the technical details, the most impressive feature is the monolithic bolt assembly with rifling, which not only looks cool, but also operates smoothly in all weather conditions. The fire control system has also been completely upgraded to provide a more decisive and clean trigger feel, addressing previous complaints about friction. Most notably, the ability to disassemble the bolt assembly without any tools allows for quick cleaning of the firing pin, even in the middle of the jungle when dust or moisture gets inside. This is a real lifesaver for those who frequently operate far from professional repair shops. This rifle fires .308 rounds with absolute accuracy while weighing only about 7 pounds, offering maximum maneuverability when climbing rough terrain. However, one unacceptable weakness is the magazine base, which feels cheap, as if it were stamped from a soda can, even though you spent nearly $2,000 on it. I remember once a fellow traveler's rifle was damaged by snow getting stuck in the bolt, and the Alpha 1 certainly saved the day if he owned it. The damage to your wallet is about $2,000. Next, we'll talk about a name that has become iconic and has a fervent fan base for very good reason. The Bergara Wilderness Ridge is essentially a custom standard bolt and barrel but sold at the price of a mass-produced gun, and let me tell you, it's an absolute accuracy-focused weapon. Technically, it boasts the world-renowned Bergara barrel, finished with a commitment to sub-1 minute accuracy thanks to a proprietary grinding process that leaves the barrel as smooth as a mirror. This gun delivers .38 bullets down the target range with incredible stability because its action mechanism is based on the legendary Remington 700, meaning you have a mountain of accessories available if you want to fine-tune it later. In terms of feel, I took one of these through dense bush in North Carolina last year, and even after slamming hard against oak trunks, the gray Cerakote sniper rifle coating didn't scratch a single bit. However, here's the broken deal for you. The stock really feels like cheap plastic compared to the steel it holds inside. It doesn't match the quality of the barrel, and you'll likely want to replace it immediately. The market price is typically around $1,000, and that's a fair price for a gun that can shoot better than most people who own it. We've reached the top of this list with a gun that's trying to prove you don't need to mortgage your house to own a sniper rifle with under a minute accuracy. The Ruger American Generation II is the working class man's answer to precision rifle play, and frankly, it has power far exceeding its weight. Under the hood, this frame boasts a 3-latch bolt with an incredibly fast and smooth 70-degree opening, like a lightning bolt in your hand, and utilizes a cold-forged barrel with deep rifling to cut weight while maintaining the necessary stiffness for long-range shots. And this is a really important technical detail as the barrel starts to heat up after multiple bursts. This gun consumes .308 rounds for breakfast, and the new Cerakote finish means you can drag it through a swamp without fear of it turning into a rusty bucket by lunchtime. However, the harsh reality is that the trigger, while adjustable, feels somewhat like snapping a plastic toothpick instead of a sharp glass one, even at its lightest setting. I saw a guy at the shooting range last month struggling with his high-end custom-tuned gun while the kid next to him with this Ruger American was hitting the bullseye all day long. The damage to your wallet is about $700, and that's a bargain for this level of convenience. Don't be a victim. Be prepared. We've reached the top of this list with a gun that's trying to prove you don't need to mortgage your house to own a sniper rifle with under a minute accuracy. The Ruger American Generation II is the working class man's answer to precision rifle play, and frankly, it has power far exceeding its weight. Under the hood, this frame boasts a 3-latch bolt with an incredibly fast and smooth 70-degree opening, like a lightning bolt in your hand, and utilizes a cold-forged barrel with deep rifling to cut weight while maintaining the necessary stiffness for long-range shots. And this is a really important technical detail as the barrel starts to heat up after multiple bursts. This gun consumes .308 rounds for breakfast, and the new Cerakote finish means you can drag it through a swamp without fear of it turning into a rusty bucket by lunchtime. However, the harsh reality is that the trigger, while adjustable, feels somewhat like snapping a plastic toothpick instead of a sharp glass one, even at its lightest setting. I saw a guy at the shooting range last month struggling with his high-end custom-tuned gun while the kid next to him with this Ruger American was hitting the bullseye all day long. The damage to your wallet is about $700, and that's a bargain for this level of convenience. Don't be a victim. Be prepared.